Bella a tutti ragazzi, eccoci qua, siamo tornati con un nuovo episodio di Final Fantasy XVI. Proseguiamo le nostre avventure nel regno di Rosario, spero, non mi ricordo dove cazzo sono arrivato perché non parte. Cazzo, avevo premuto coso invio e non è partito, però. Ah, dobbiamo tornare al rifugio, siamo al rifugio di Marta. Cioè. Quindi perché c'è una più qua? Che significa sta più? Cos'è sta roba? R, missione nelle vicinanze. Vedi, c'è Meraviglia Bianca, c'è una missione qua. Cazzo. Infatti.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Try not to move.
Boys from the carriage.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are.
Così dicono.
Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travelers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Ok, vamonos.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Ok, vamonos. Facciamo la missione, va. 150 metri, mica. Acquitrino di 3 canne.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
È praticamente qua giù. Non c'è una piuma. O una penna.
A white feather.
La piuma.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Piuma di cocobo bianco.
Over here! Throw Get him! Throw This one!
A posto.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Me ne ho fatto.
You're safe now. White heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Ah, mi sa che è quello vecchio.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it?
Ah, quindi abbiamo un Chocobos adesso.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly son
Come
that
c'era
I
lì
am.
era.
Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Missione completata. Saliamo anche di livello, mi sa. Bardatura di Ambrosia. Ok. Chocobo sbloccato. Dopo 18 lunghi anni, Clave finalmente ricongiunto col suo filo estrieri. Tieni punto F mentre sei in campo aperto per cambiare Ambrosia. Ok. Beh, adesso non ci serve, quindi. Perché dobbiamo tornare qua. A rifugio non ci sono altre... No. Andiamo a rifugio. Anche perché non ci stavano altre missioni secondarie, quindi... Dobbiamo parlare con Gav.
None of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Il bancone di 8 è aperto. Nuove funzioni. Sono disponibili le seguenti funzioni di rifugio. Rapporti con i collaboratori. Sussurro del patrono. Bacheca di caccia. Tutti e tre si trovano vicino a 8 nella mensa. La fame. Ok. Fammi vedere questa bacheca. Se mi lascia andare, naturalmente.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I hear there's trouble in Crusade.
Dove stava tra gli altri? Su, mi sa. Eccolo qua. E sono ricercati.
Ah, yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend. Nektar, was it? I'll stick with Nektar if it's all the same to you. What seems to be the matter? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Il scenario dimostra che torneremo una campagna sono affissi sulle bacche di caccia nella speranza e allora senza paura come lei, sì. Ok. Ah, ero ricercato Alieman. Crociato un plotone di messi in guardia di confronto di una malvagia arpia. Vicino alla posta orientale. Una collina. Vicino alla pozza orientale. Dio. Dobbiamo fare per forza questa. Ok, le facciamo per ultime. Meglio questa, facciamo la storia, poi facciamo tutti i ricercati se ci stanno ancora, spero.
Seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We'll face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Legami di sangue.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Posso prendere anche le robe? Ambe? Ci muoviamo solamente col chocobo? Cazzo è figo, per attaccare? Devo smontare per attaccare però, credo. Sì. Adesso posso richiamarlo volendo. Immaginavo, guarda, che erano nemici. Infatti quando me li fa vedere così i nemici.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
No, i Chocobo non mi fanno niente perché vedono un altro loro simile, quindi... Questo sì, però mi fa danni.
Thanks, Gal.
Questa.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Scende per forza.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria
Cudinari.
must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take
Questa è
on the
l'altro da
Empire.
parlare.
What with their 100 full legions?
Che cazzo è?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Eccolo qua.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes,
we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Abbiamo fatto 300 e passa metri.
Ready, go? This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here. Company.
Ever since the apology,
Lo potrei anche attaccare così.
these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Mi ci vuole una settimana prima di... Prima di ammazzarla mi ci vuole tipo una settimana. Prima di ammazzarli 3.
Let's go.
Non è da così immediato da controllare. Oddio. Aspetta che ci...
Ready, go?
Faster.
Ed è anche un po' strano controllo con il Chocobo. Questa roba. Moneta Goblin? Che roba è? Oh.
More of my mother's men.
Che palle, mamma mia, tutte le sante volte. Beh, siamo arrivati, quindi.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. This one, it's over.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Vabbè. È lì, quindi.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Cazzo!
This was my mother's doing.
Why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We come.
Dobbiamo andare a Porto Isolde. Che cazzo è Porto Isolde, scusa? Scogliere... Ah, questo. Per di qua. Legame di sangue, sì. Questa zona sconosciuta. Vabbè. Andiamo di Chocobo. E non posso.
They may already be in Port Isolde.
No. Sapevo che c'era qualcosa di me, non c'era niente. Cazzo, tocca farmi la piedi.
Come on. Run like they're approaching Newark Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
No. Ma che palle, ho tipo 20... neanche 20 metri, cazzo mi tocca fermarmi di nuovo.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
Non scendi più? Ah, ok. Che dovevo ammazzarli qui.
Get him! Go, Torval! Attack! This one!
No, Dio. È solamente uno. Non devo attaccarci qui. E quindi?
Someone's brave.
nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Niente, volevo attaccare con Ciocò, ma li lancio via tutte le volte, mi vanno fuori dalla zona. Ecco. Costa della Seta. Vedova triste.
Straight home now. Come on. That's the
Oh, Dio, che palle!
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough for
Fuck off.
And the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall!
Cut you down where you stand.
Just try it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Luce nell'oscurità. Bene, per questo episodio è tutto, mettete like, iscrivetevi e ci vediamo con il prossimo. Ciao a tutti.